everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look back over this year and showing you what I have made so far. I thought it'd be a really good opportunity to take a look through all the things that I've sewn so far this year and kind of set goals at the end of this video based on what I've already made, and kind of just have a reflective time as well as showing you guys what I've made and just having a little bit of fun looking at what that is. So before I get on into the video, if you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. Hello, so the world of sewing. Behind me I have put all of my makes from this year so far on a rail, but I did want to add a little disclaimer before I go ahead and start talking through the makes. Is just to not compare yourself to the level of things that I've been able to sew. This is my job and I work for Friday Pattern Company 2 days a week, and I also make my own content here and on Instagram and stuff like that as my job as well. Free time that I have, I prioritise sewing. You know, I don't make time for exercise and stuff like that. I literally sew. It's my hobby, it's my job. So just wanted to put that out there before I get on into the video, because I don't want anyone coming away and thinking like, why can't I sew that much? So the makes that I've put together, it's always like very interesting to me when I do these kind of like overview videos. It's so rewarding looking at the makes that I've already done this year, and I'm literally so proud of myself. If I compare myself now to the overview video that I did in 2020, I'll leave a card above, like my skills have just gone up so much, and it's like such a great feeling to see that. So anyway, I'll stop talking, let's go through. I'm not going to do it in any particular order from like January to now, just because my brain just can't comprehend what month I made what. It's all such a blur. I've definitely made some goodies. So everything that I mentioned, things like the sewing patterns, where I got the fabrics, all of that kind of stuff will be in the description box below, and anything that I can link to, like additional little extras and things like that that I mentioned along the way, I'll obviously pop in the description box as well. So I'm going to start off with outerwear and jackets, just because I've got a couple that aren't on hangers and it's just easier. So this jacket that I made, and what I'll do, I'll put things on that I can put on, and then I'll also insert a picture on the side here so you can see it in its full glory. So this is the Cambria Duster. It's a Friday Pattern Company pattern, and it's a project that I made for Friday, and it's a hack. So I did a kind of sleeveless Cambria Duster in this kind of pink coating fabric. The fabric was a fabric that I picked up from Goldhawk Road in London when Chelsea and I met up in autumn last year, and I think it was like springtime, maybe early spring, the tail end of winter, when the weather was starting to change a little bit. I wanted something that was light to throw on, and annoyingly I haven't actually got much wear out of it because the weather changed and it got warm, and this turns out to be really heavy and warm. So a great throw on piece autumn winter and super cute. Next item, another outerwear piece which I absolutely love, is one of my latest makes, and this is the cropped heather blazer that I made again for a Friday blog post, so I'll link it below for you guys so you can see the tutorial. It's a heather blazer that I've created in like a crop style, and I've done it online. If you're unfamiliar with the heather blazer, it is a lined blazer, but if you want like a lightweight one that you can wear over dresses, maybe to like an occasion or event or something, or you just want something like really simple that you can just chuck on with outfits and stuff, then having it unlined is like a really great way to do that. I use biased binding for the inside seams as a finishing. Yeah, the fabric for this one is from Sew Me Sunshine, and I think they've got another colourway still in stock, but this one just sold out so quickly, and it's not hard to see why, because it's just so beautiful. I'm a Prince magpie, so unfortunately it is one of those makes where like I'd love to be able to wear it more, but it's probably going to be something that just gets pulled out every now and again. Right, moving on to bottoms then. One of the most recent bottoms that I made were the Chandler Pants, and this is a gingham pair that I made. Absolutely love these. I've literally worn them a few times already since I made them last month. I think I might have made them this month, last month. And again, I used some biased binding on the inside. I'm loving this technique for finishing at the moment. Just makes things look so professional and nice. Big elastic waistband, and I know now when I make these again that I will increase the rise a little bit on the bottom. And I've done a full bum adjustment. What did I do that on? Oh yes, I did it on this. So next time I make the Chandler Pants, I know how to do a full bottom adjustment. I love these. And what did I do? I added this little woven label. A lot of my makes have woven labels in that are from myself. I'll leave my Etsy shop below because I absolutely love my woven labels. Then we've got the Saguaro set pants, and I made them as a pair of culottes. This is one of my recent videos, so again I'll leave cards, and I won't talk about this one too long because I've only just made it, but I've already worn them like 3 times since I made them. They're very, very swishy. I did an increase on the rise so that they're a bit more higher waisted, and I love them. So yeah. Whilst this is in front of me as well, I'll show this dress because I didn't put it on a hanger. This has actually been in my to amend pile because it didn't really turn out perfectly. I made the length of the top a little bit too long, and it's about 1 inch underneath where my natural waist sits, so it just looks a bit weird. But it is a Friday Pattern Company Donny shirt, another one of my little labels in there, and I added these really gorgeous like skirt tiers, and it's got pockets. It's really, really cute. It's very, very full in the skirt. Such a beautiful dress for like brunch with my family or days out with the girls. Then let's have a look through the rail of goodies as well. So I'm just going to start from this side. At the start of the year, I haven't buttoned it all the way because, you know, when you're getting in and out of it, I just tend to put it back in the wardrobe like this. I made the Friday Pattern Company Hughes dress. It's one of those projects that I wanted to make for ages and just didn't get around to doing it because it's a dress that does require a little bit of extra time and attention, and it has like lots of little details that I'd not done before, like the corsetry back. It's been years since college since I did corsetry kind of like things, so it was like a bit out of my comfort zone, but I'm so glad I did it. Also, it has princess seams, so I found the fitting was a little bit interesting as well. But I actually fitted it to, I cut out the size that was perfect for my bust and then graded out at the waist in terms of making it fit over my hips, and I found that way easier than cutting up to the larger measurement and then grading in, which is a bit fussy. So anyway, it's a beautiful dress and I've not worn it that much, probably a couple of times. It's just quite a heavyweight fabric, so I think this is a dress that I would wear more in like autumn winter with tights and boots. Next project, most of my projects, as you can tell already, are Friday projects. This is how I get so much made because I do the content creation for Friday and I make a lot of projects to make reel videos, blog posts, that kind of thing. And this project was when we relaunched the Avenir jumpsuit pattern in the extended size range. So it's a really funky print Avenir jumpsuit. It's got pockets. It's really, really cool, but again, so garish. I haven't actually got much wear out of it. I've only worn it once since I made it, but I just love it. And this is so good for like party season, autumn, winter, when you need something a little bit fancier to wear. So I think I'll wear it a bit more later in the season. And then my gorgeous Bowen dress. So this is the Bowen Dress pattern from Peppermint magazine and Hubbarding, I think it was a collaboration with, and Spoonflower. So I got this beautiful fabric. It was in my stash for ages and it's by Sarah Hart's, and I created this gorgeous dress for my birthday and I absolutely love it so much. Like probably one of my favourite things in my wardrobe at the moment. And the buttons on the back are these really cute flower buttons. They're part of my Pigeon Wishes collection, so I've got some left in stock if you fancy getting some little flower buttons. And it's just really cute, really flouncy again, you know what I'm like with my flouncy dresses. So next project is the Friday Wilder gown. This was a project that I made because I needed a new dress. I wanted a new dress for the Stitch Festival. Fabric Godmother sent me some of their fabrics when they launched in the spring, and it's this really, really cool artisan crochet effect fabric, and I wanted something very easy to make that would only take me like an afternoon to make when I'm not working and I need a project last minute and it's in my own time. I have to work around nap times and bedtimes and all that sort of stuff for my little girl, so I chose the Wilder gown and I love it. I've worn this so many times, especially autumn winter because of the long sleeves. I could just layer up a jumper or a little cardigan, and it was just ideal. I love a wilder gown. It's one of those dresses that you can just keep going back to in your wardrobe and wear like on repeat. Another dress that has had a lot of love this year already since I made it is the Tilly and the Buttons Lyra dress. This was on my wish list pattern list for a long time, and I'm so glad I finally made it, and I really want to make more. It is a little bit more of an intricate make because of the button stands, or the placket, whatever you want to call it, and the collar and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes together, it's just one of those dresses that is like a staple piece. And because I love a collared dress, as you'll probably start to realise, I literally wear this all the time, and it's got pockets. The short sleeves are a bit better for me as well, because I tend to get quite hot when I'm running around after my little girls. This has definitely been one of those grab and go pieces. Sticking with the dress theme, I did a Davenport dress. The Davenport probably has to be one of my top 3 patterns of all time. And that is like a big statement to make, considering how many things I obviously make. But it's so wearable, it's so, I hate to use this word, but flattering, and it draws you in at the waist. It's got pockets, you can have a long sleeve, you can do it sleeveless, you can have a flounce sleeve. Like, there's so much you can do, and the way it comes together is just so awesome. Like, it has this really gorgeous yoke detail, and there's like no fussy seams shown because of the way it's sewn. Like, it's all, basically all the seams are kind of in case. You don't see, you know, sometimes when you look in a dress and you see like the overlock stitch or something, you don't get any of that with the Davenport because of the way it's made. And this dress again has just been worn on repeat because of the short sleeves. It was perfect for spring, summer. I'll even wear it in like autumn, winter over like roll neck tops and stuff. So yeah, I definitely need to make more of these. And the fabric for this one was from Hey So Sister. It was part of our picnic collaboration that we did recently. And most of the fabrics that I get, if I haven't mentioned them, it's most likely because they're from Rainbow Fabrics, and I literally get, I'd say 60% of my fabrics, maybe 70% of my fabrics are from Rainbow Fabrics because they're so cost effective. They do really, really gorgeous dead stock fabric, and yeah, I just love them. Then I made this Donny shirt dress hack. It's a Donny shirt Davenport mashup, and I must say it's probably my one of my favourite makes this year. I absolutely love it. I did this rick-rack collar detail, so I actually sewed the rick-rack within the seam, so it made it look like these tiny little scalloped edges, which is just such a cute detail. You can't really see it from far away, but when you see it close up, it just adds that kind of extra professional little touch to it. It's just wonderful. Like, I absolutely love this. The fabric is another fabric, Godmother fabric, but I actually brought this from the Eternal Maker, which is a shop in Chichester. Sticking with the Friday Pattern Company Donny, I also made this mustard Donny. The fabric itself is obviously quite plain from far away, but when you look at it, it's got this really cool like polka dot texture to it. This was a Rainbow Fabrics fabric, and I have worn this honestly like once a week since I made it. It's just so wearable. The Friday Pattern Company Donny shirt in general, if you've not made it yet, it's one of those patterns. It doesn't have a button up, it doesn't have a zipper. It's a kind of throw on and go piece, and one of those things that it still looks like a professional made product. Do you know what I mean? Because it's got the collar and the yoke detail on the back and everything. It's just so easy to sew, easy to wear, and one of those patterns that I'll again be making several of because it's just an awesome pattern. Then I wanted to show you this awesome Arlo track jacket hack that I did for Friday. This is a fleecy fabric, and I think I got the fabrics, I want to say it was myfabrics.co.uk, but I'll double check and I'll link them below depending on where I got them. So I got these really gorgeous fabrics, and I wanted to do a green Arlo track jacket that was just like a chuck on over the head with a button up pack around the neckline, because I love this kind of look, and I saw a few on Pinterest that I really liked. So there's a whole blog post on how to do this hack. And then there's obviously the ribbed cuffs and bottom of it, and I've worn this so much. Like, especially when it was chillier, I literally had this on pretty much every day. And then I had the pleasure of sewing the new Craft House Everyday Waistcoat. This fabric is a fabric Godmother pre-quilted fabric, so it comes ready made and ready to quilt, ready quilted, double-sided basically. It's so cool. So the way I made it is I did it like a bias bound edge, and it was really easy. Like, I think if I made it again, I would know how easy it was, and it would probably come together in a matter of like a few hours, but because I was trying to work out how I'd get that overlap and how I could make it like reversible, it did take me a little bit longer to figure it out, but so cute. And again, more like of a spring autumn kind of piece. And then this really cute Avenir top hack. I did this hack, oh my gosh, look how cute this is, guys. Little scalloped edges all around the hem, the sleeve, the neckline. This is a Friday blog post, so I'll link it below. And I made it in a vintage tablecloth, which is just so cute. And I love the fact that I've got like the print detail of the flowers on either side. It's just super cute. There's also a few makes that I've not been able to show because they're patterns that haven't launched yet, but keep your eyes peeled on the Friday Instagram, Friday website, wherever that might be, as yeah, there's a couple of makes that I'm loving and obviously haven't been able to show you. And I also made that cute little yellow sweater for Willow. I'll put up a picture here, and it was a self-drafted pattern from a ready-to-wear sweatshirt that she had in her stash, or that she had in her wardrobe already, and I loved. So I self-drafted it and made that, and I love it as well. And yeah, I didn't have it to hand to show you guys because it's in her room, but that's it. So looking back through all the makes this year so far, I'm really proud of myself. I absolutely love the things that I've made. I've definitely got a lot of wear out of most of them. Some of them are a bit more like statement pieces, and I think that leads me on to the second half of this year, which is being able to make more staple pieces, more everyday pieces, more loungewear pieces. I work from home, so I don't really go out that often, and I tend to be drawn to like fancy, luxurious prints and fabrics and patterns, and they don't get the love and the wear that they deserve. So that is my thought process going into the second half of the year. Can't say I'll stick to it 100% because I'm just a creature of fancy, and I like frolicking around in cute things. I need to adopt that mindset of like being able to make cute, fun, colourful things, but make them wearable, make them more like loungewear pieces, comfy pieces, things that I can layer, mix and match, like that kind of things. Enjoy sewing, enjoy crafting, enjoy making, regardless of how slow, how fast. Just enjoy the process and take a look back at what you've done so far this year, and I can guarantee you'll be very much like me and be surprised at how much that is, because I genuinely didn't think it was this much. So here we are. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been so much fun and I hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything you would like to see me make and perhaps do a sewing video on this channel, then let me know in the comments below if there's a particular pattern or theme or something. So yeah, see you next time. Bye!